Hello everyone, welcome to Affairs Cloud. As we all know, our nation has been under lockdown since the 24th of March. The Union Cabinet had passed certain approvals on the 21st of March before the lockdown was announced. So in this video, let's take a look at these cabinet approvals. So at first, let's take a look at the Union Cabinet approval regarding the inclusion of 12,500 Ayush Health and Wellness Centers under the National Ayush Mission NAM. Now the outlay cost for this operation is approximately rupees 3,400 crores, out of which 2,209 crores is of the central government's share and 1,189 crores is of the state government share. Now the reason for this National Ayush Mission or the inclusion of these Ayush Health and Wellness Centers is given as to reduce the out-of-pocket expenditure that is due to self-care and to establish a holistic wellness model that is based on the Ayush principles and practices. Now Ayush is a ministry that comes under the Union government that attempts to bracket all the traditional medicinal practices, hence the holistic wellness model. Now Ayush, A stands for Ayurveda, U stands for Unani, S stands for Siddha and H stands for homeopathy. So it's a ministry that attempts to bracket all the traditional medicines under one category. So traditional medicines under a ministry, hence a holistic wellness model. Now this mission is also, or this approval has also proposed to upgrade the existing Ayush dispensaries, which are approximately 10,000 Ayush dispensaries, and also the existing sub-health centers. Approximately 2,500 existing sub-health centers have been proposed to upgrade under this approval. The Union Cabinet had also approved the Modified Electronics Manufacturing Clusters EMC 2.0 scheme. Now, this scheme will ensure setting up of electronics manufacturing clusters EMCs and common facility centers CFCs, and the outlay cost of this scheme is approximately rupees 3,762 crores, consisting of financial assistance of approximately 3,725 crores and administrative and management expenses of approximately 37.25 crores for a period of 8 years. Now these EMCs, that is electronic manufacturing clusters, would be set up in such geographical areas where the focus is on the development of basic infrastructure, amenities and other common facilities. Whereas the common facility centers, on the other hand, upgrades the common technical infrastructure and aims to provide common facilities for the ESDM units in these EMCs, industrial areas, parks or industrial corridors. Another important approval that has been passed by the Union Cabinet regarding the healthcare and the pharma sector is the Production Linked Incentive PLI scheme that is worth a sum of Rs 3,420 crores, and this scheme is in order to promote domestic manufacturing of medical devices. Another related scheme is the Medical Device Park scheme that has been approved by the Cabinet, and this is worth a sum of Rs 400 crores, and this scheme's objective is for financing common infrastructure facilities in 4 medical device parks in order to reduce manufacturing cost of medical devices in the country. Now, it is expected that the Production Linked Incentive Scheme PLI scheme would create incremental production of rupees 68,437 crores approximately, and it is also expected that the scheme would generate additional employment of approximately 33,750 jobs, approximately 34,000 jobs under the scheme. Also, an incentive at 5% of incremental sales over the base year of 2019 to 20 will be provided for the scheme. The Promotion of Medical Device Park scheme aims to promote medical device parks in the country in partnership with the state governments. One more approval has been passed by the Union Cabinet regarding the pharma sector is the Promotion of Bulk Drug Parks scheme, and this scheme is for financing common infrastructure facilities in 3 bulk drug parks with financial implications of around rupees 3,000 crores for the next 5 years in partnership with the state governments. Now this scheme will be implemented by the state implementing agencies SIA, Well, center will give grants in aids to the state with a maximum limit of rupees 1000 crores per bulk drug park. Now, the objective of this scheme, or the reason behind this scheme, is to reduce the imports of such bulk drugs and manufacture domestically, and also reduce the cost of domestic manufacturing of such bulk drugs. Now, moving on to the next one, the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs (CCEA) has given its ex post facto approval for engaging the Maharashtra State Cooperative Cotton Growers Marketing Federation. This is the abbreviation MSCCG MFL, in order to undertake the minimum support price MSP operations as the sub-agent of Cotton Corporation of India Limited during the cotton years of 2017 to 18 and the years of 2018 to 19. Now, this approval in particular will help in stabilizing the cotton prices, and the approved expenditure under the revenue head for reimbursing the losses to the Cotton Corporation of India and the MSCCG-MFL, that is the Maharashtra State Cooperative Cotton Growers Marketing Federation, is of a value of rupees 312.93 crores for the sale of cotton procured under the minimum selling price operations. So, this approval will help in stabilizing the cotton prices. Another very important approval that has been passed by the Union Cabinet before the nationwide lockdown in order to tackle the coronavirus pandemic is that the prices of alcohols that are used in the manufacturing of hand sanitizers have now been capped under the Essential Commodities Act. Also, both of these items have already been included in the Essential Commodities Act, and the government has also issued orders to cap the retail prices of hand sanitizers at a maximum of rupees 100 per bottle of 200 ml. Also, surgical masks of 3-ply polyester grading should not be sold at a cost of more than rupees 10, and masks of 2-ply grading cannot be sold at a cost of more than rupees 8 per piece. Now, the government has also ordered distilleries to ramp production of ethyl alcohol so that there is no shortage for the availability of ethyl alcohol for the production of hand sanitizers. So, in case you didn't know, ethyl alcohol is one of the main constituents of hand sanitizers, and alcohol based hand sanitizers are the recommended sanitizers in order to prevent the spread of the COVID-19 disease. Thank you for watching. I hope you all liked our video. Our channel has now crossed more than 10k subscribers, so thanks a lot subscribers. So thank you for watching once again. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.